Call in with your guesses, and if you get it right, you could win 2 tickets to the amazing Maze and 1 free fried dough.
Killer Frequency takes you on a late-night radio broadcast thriller that follows Forrest Nash, who has arrived at the small village of Gallows Creek. He's down on his luck as he's here because he lost his previous job hosting a radio program for over 5 million listeners and now hosts for barely 10 to 20. In this thrilling horror adventure, your decisions matter. You're attempting to help the residents of this town to survive by directing them on what to do as a killer stalks them throughout the night. If you're old enough to remember the 1980s and 1990s, there were multiple late-night shows and radio stations dedicated to horror stories. Things like the Twilight Zone and the Late Night Horror. Or just campfire stories that you might have heard while participating in any of the scout groups. Killer Frequency offers one of the strongest thriller killer atmospheres I've heard in quite some time. I just can't get over how amazing each character was with their expression through voice acting. You can actually hear their desperation and disbelief.
Now I'll be back as soon as No way. This can't. Oh, Forrest, we have big trouble. Oh my god. I can see him, but he's dead, right? Right? But that mask, how the hell is he?
In this game, you'll be taking on the everyday job of a radio host, keeping yourself busy with music, ad breaks, discussions with your colleagues and listeners, and just messing around. It's very interesting for a variety of reasons. To help the people of this town, you have to stay in the booth role-playing as a radio host and directing your callers because the local sheriff's department was attacked by the killer. This left them out of commission for a while, so all 911 calls are redirected to you. While the whole town is out there being chased down and potentially killed, all thanks to you either saving them or killing them, you are eventually stripped of the safety net of being huddled up in the safe room. As you slowly explore the station, and even on occasion venturing outside, with an even more eerie and thrilling sense of dread hanging over you, as the Whistler could be around the corner at any minute, this is what makes the atmosphere so well done. It's actually hilarious.
God damn it, you're just calling in to advertise your shop. Peggy, hang up on him.
And very reminiscent of the legendary 1980s radio show hosts. You can really feel how much work went into making this experience genuine. It truly provides so much for players who enjoy a fantastic player choice driven narrative. If you're somebody who prefers the genuine horror over boring jump scares that you get everywhere else, and if you have an active imagination and can visualize much of the story in your head as if you were sitting there reading a book or listening to a radio horror story, which in this case you are, you should definitely give this game a shot as you will not be disappointed.